The squeaky wheel gets the oil, or something like that. It's an old adage that I interpret as you have to speak up in order for people to listen. A lot of nurses out there have a lot to say about a lot of things. Dare I say complain? Complaining is not problem solving, but you gotta start somewhere. So, the squeaky wheel, while it may get oiled eventually, you'd be surprised what happens if the squeaky wheel wasn't alone. If the squeaky wheel on the car was all 4 tires instead of just 1. All of a sudden now someone has to pay attention. Someone's got to go to the shop. Horrible analogy, but you get it. It's not enough for you to complain and voice your opinions and point fingers. You gotta recruit help. You gotta find out if you're the only one that feels this way, or do you have coworkers? Do you have colleagues that are feeling the same way, that are noticing the same things? There is strength in numbers. So I don't want you to just be the squeaky wheel. You gotta be the squeaky wheel with a plan. You gotta be the squeaky wheel with support, with friends, with colleagues. If you haven't figured it out by now, the squeaky wheel in the world of nursing doesn't get oiled very fast. In fact, it gets ignored quite a bit. It's kind of like those squeaky brakes on your car. You don't really go get those looked at until you absolutely have to. Yet another horrible analogy, but you get the point. If you have a concern, let's just say you have a concern about staffing. Make sure you're not the only one who has the concern. I would assume you're not, but you know what happens when you assume. Please tell me I don't have to explain that. Gather intel. Go figure out how other people are feeling. A lot of nurses have problems with bullying and lateral violence. Are you the only one? Or are there others who are feeling what you're feeling, experiencing what you're experiencing? There is strength in numbers. Gather the troops and then approach the leadership team with a united front. You'll get much more results, or you'll at least get more feedback. It's taken me a number of years, but I finally figured out that I was the squeaky wheel that never got any attention until I recruited help. Until I sought counsel with others and realized I wasn't alone. There's strength in numbers. If you're interested in invoking change, be the first step. Be the first step by recruiting help. Anybody in the tribe have had experience with this? You were the squeaky wheel and then you recruited help, and then you and your united front proposed something to leadership and it at least was addressed. It may not have gotten fixed. You may not have gotten anything out of it other than somebody listened to you. Curious what other members of the tribe have experienced? Leave your comment down below. And as always, check your own pulse first.